Hello and welcome back to Half-Life 2. So, last episode we made our way over this whole highway area with our little dune buggy here, and we linked up with a new group of resistance members, and apparently I actually forgot that I needed to park my car in there to end that sequence.
Go on foot from here. There's a secret path along the cliffside, but no one's going anywhere until we fight off this attack. Having you here to fight alongside us is going to make a big difference for morale.
Sounds like you guys are fucked. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I had to actually park that in the garage there that I just completely neglected to do to end that sequence there so we could move forward, so I just had to really quickly get that done. As well, we get to do a whole bunch of shooting here. The fuck? Who's... Oh, hello. I didn't realize that those had gun turrets, so now we get to fight off a whole gaggle of assholes, and it's going to be a little bit of a tedious pain in the neck. I do recall this is actually a pretty fun section if you cheat, because you can end up using the rocket launcher if you have infinite ammo enabled, and then you just blow everything up before it lands, and it makes this a lot easier. Alas, we will not be doing that. We're going to be playing this the proper way. I do believe there was a box over there that actually had infinite ammo for the SMG, so I'll be definitely using that as my primary weapon. Alright, here's another group. Medic, can you give me a heal? No? Okay, you're just gonna sit there and be a dick. Great. And they do take away the dune buggy here, so you just straight up can't use it at all, which does kind of suck. It feels like it ends up punishing you a little bit. Do you shoot me here? No, I think this is disabled. Okay, one down. And come on, reload. Yeah, doing strategies like this do kind of break these sequences a tiny bit, but I think eventually what's going to happen is there's going to be 2 dropships worth of people that come down at the same time, and it's going to make this a little more hectic. I think this one... Yeah, I think this drops people off somewhere up here. Perfect. And yep, I got my SMG out. Yeah, this feels very different because I've been playing a lot of Metro Exodus recently, and yeah, that game's... I mean, like, obviously it's, in my opinion, it's much better for a whole variety of reasons, especially because it's had, you know, ages to kind of figure out proper game design mechanics. It's just kind of weird to go back to something like this that's almost a little arcadey. I think that's an appropriate word for it, where it feels like a game, as opposed to Metro, which, you know, obviously is a game, but it doesn't really feel so much like it. What the hell? Where is the... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought I saw a ship coming in. So, it looks like now we're gonna go ahead and get into a gunfight. So, I'm going to... Yeah, I think we're just gonna run up and shoot them all. Seems to be the most viable strategy for most of this. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Perfect. Ah, there we go. And now we get to worry about this guy. I think inside of this... Yeah, I think somewhere in here there is a crate full of RPG rounds, now that I think about it, which probably, if I would have remembered that, probably would have made this whole fight much easier. Yeah, he's just trying to shoot inside of here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, that would have definitely made this whole sequence infinitely easier, because I could have just, I think it only takes 3 or 4 RPG rounds to take out... Oh, wow. Hell of a shot. Yeah, I think it only takes 3 or 4 rounds to take out a dropship, so that's... Yeah, oh well. So, if you ever do go ahead and play this yourselves, definitely recommend you that strategy. You go ahead and, yeah, go run up here, use the RPG shells, and just take out everything before it lands. It'll save you a lot of time and headache. Oh, can you stop that, you dickhead? Alright, where is my... There's my friend. Damn, once again, hell of a good shot out there. So something that's kind of weird about the Combine that never really gets touched on, like, directly, at least in this game, it maybe gets kind of hinted at in future ones, is that a lot of their technology is some weird amalgamation of actual living stuff and technology. Like that, if you actually take a look at the model, it almost ends up looking like a whale.
We'll take the cliff path before another gunship finds us.
Yeah, okay, man, move. Yeah, it almost ends up looking like a whale that has, like, that weird rotor hovercraft thing attached to the back of it. And it actually moves like it, which does bear some really horrifying implications. And it does make sense, too, considering a lot of the enemies that we fight in this game are just humans that have been modified to fight for the Combine, for better or worse. Excuse me.
And watch your step.
Oh, that's... is it... yeah, I was gonna say, I think... yeah, there's the rather obvious door there. Oh, and we get to do some more first-person platforming. Wonderful. I think this... oh, what the fuck? Oh, what? Why are you here? Yeah, I think the game does just spawn people in. Oh, hey, these assholes are taking my dune buggy away. Alright, I'm actually going to save here because I think... yeah, if I recall correctly, there's a couple of sections on this that if you do fuck up and, like, I think if you impact some of the walls, they actually just launch you off. I think I talked about that being an issue too, and I think it's in Half-Life Source, and it's something to do with the Source engine, how it detects collisions on walls. Because it doesn't just detect that it's a collision, it applies, like, opposite force. You end up rocketing off of cliffs really easily. That's really prevalent when you're doing the pseudo-platforming section on the cliff side. So, it's something like that. I'm trying to draw off my memory of there. Well, that was a pretty fun little sequence, though, all things considered. The vehicle doesn't control great, but... oh, now we have this moment. Here we go.
Stop where you are. Stay on the rocks.
Sure thing, buddy.
Step on the sand. It makes the antlions crazy. Laszlo, don't move. No. Help!
Ouch. Well, it was a pleasure knowing you, Laszlo.
Poor Laszlo. The finest mind of his generation. To come to such an end. We were
Really?
heading for the Vortigaunt camp, hoping to pick up some bug baits of these damn things and leave us alone. Without Laszlo, what's the point? I know you tried to help. I'll stay with him a while. There's something I have to do. Go ahead. I hope you have better luck than we had.
Man, you're like oddly attached to this guy. Like, finest mind in his generation, really?
Stay off the sand. The antlions are edgy right now.
Yeah, okay, man. I understand you. Let's go ahead. Let's get out these. Get our old trusty trusty two-gun combo. So this sequence here, exactly what he said. We have to stay off of the sand because every time that we step on it, it spawns a few antlions. And then they pretty much become a just massive pain in the dick. And the more you stay on the sand, the more they keep on spawning. This does actually have a couple of little puzzle sequences. And as a concept, I actually really do quite like this as a game idea. Let's see, do you have... yes, I do have the reach to get you. Perfect. Let's go ahead, let's get this. Come on. I'm just trying to go ahead and grab everything that I can because I don't want to leave anything behind. You know, medical equipment or whatever. But yeah, so this actually has some kind of cool ideas for a little platforming type sections, you know, because it's only a problem if you actually step on sand. If you step on stuff that's on top of the sand, the antlions don't really seem to give a shit. They don't really detect vibrations per se. It's something to do with the sand itself. Which obviously is really handy because then you can actually like lay down, you know, those pallets and such and make this a whole lot easier to get through. Let's see though. I think... trying to remember what we have to do here. There's at least one of these I think is actually a straight up like physics puzzle like that earlier one. And I'm hoping that one requires less weirdness with the crouch jumping. Oh, hang on, I think I remember this. I think I just need to... do I just need to put you up here or something? Oh, nope, there we go. And there's our first accidental sand step. Yeah, so I think it's every single time you step on the sand, or it's if you're on the sand long enough. Yeah, it's something like... no. Come on. There we go. Is that enough? Yes, it was. Perfect. Yeah, because I think you can put both of those on there, and then it raises or it stops it from lowering. But yeah, really like this as an idea for a platforming sequence, and kind of makes me think that we've never had like a really good Tremors type game. Something where that's sort of the whole point. Aha, here we go. And I think that would be a really interesting idea, just to get to go ahead and like, where that's the whole point of it, is, you know, doing these little puzzles that you have to stay off of the ground, and if you step on it, then you have to really quickly move or else you get killed. Also, the game is giving me a lot of this ammo, so I'm probably going to maybe switch over to it for now. Let's see, there's an explosive canister, there's this here. Fuck it. That's not what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted to do. The good news is that these things do die pretty quickly. So it's not like they're actually that big of a threat. But they're more just... It's death by 1,000 cuts, more or less. So if they do get their hands on you, then you're just going to have to sit there and just deal with the consequences. I don't even think there's really anything that worthwhile up there, is there? Yeah, because I know that generator, I think, ends up powering up that thumper over there, which will keep them away. So I think if I do have to trigger any more of these things, I'll probably just do that. Yeah, I'm just going to go hit the generator and then really quickly make my way over there. Alright, yep, so the generator is started, and now we get to go all the way over here. Yep, so that keeps them away, which is good, and this is just a little reprieve for us. I'm not really sure what use grenades would be here, to be totally honest, but... And where do I need to go? I think it's over here. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. Come on, there we go. And now we're up on... I do also like that these things explode when you hit them under the right circumstances. So, we almost made it. This is going to be something new entirely. That is an antlion guard. That is specifically some particularly, like, heavy-hitting form of antlion that really, really sucks to fight, because it can take a shitload of abuse. Come on. Go ahead, get a running chart. Start up. Oh yeah, so this is actually the base that we are looking for. And I think if we would have made it all the way down here, we would have, before this thing spawned in, that guy would have talked about, like, needing to defend us or something. They would have acknowledged that, you know, oh yeah, it's Gordon Freeman, blah, blah, blah. Kind of just irrelevant. I pretty much just summarized the entire sequence that occurs. But this was a very interesting fight to sort of suddenly find yourself in. Because I think initially, if you don't really know where to go, that can be a lot more hectic to go through. So come on, buddy. Yeah, like, come over here. Come on this way. Yep, and of course, once we're over here, we do just get more or less free shots that we can put into him. Yeah, there we go. They take a pretty good amount of abuse. I think in the future installments, there's actually an even more difficult fight like that. Sure thing, buddy. Alright, he's going to go ahead and do that. And while I quote-unquote follow, I'm going to go over here. And they're going to go do something special with the body of this.
Aromatic pheropods. The process is not entirely hygienic, therefore stand aside.
And we now have bug bait. So I've gathered them. And what these do is these actually allow us to control the antlions. And we're going to go ahead and see how exactly that works in the future. But basically, we can use that to target them, or we can use that to control, like, a little crowd of the bastards. And that is a... yeah, sex pheropod or bug bait. And this was another really cool mechanic that I don't really think... I don't really think I'd ever seen anything like that before, but you can actually just outright control, like, formerly hostile wildlife because of that. And if we do hang out here... Hey, guys.
Freeman must excuse us. It is rude of us to commune by flux shifting in front of those whose vital inputs are impaired. Yes, we'll vocalize in auditory language as a matter of courtesy. Unless we wish to say unflattering things about you. Just
Really?
so.
Oh, and then they continue doing it anyway. That is kind of funny. Yeah, I knew there was some interaction you could do with them. I think the other couple over there are just like, oh my god, it's Gordon Freeman. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Keep going, Dr. Freeman. Nova Prospect is just ahead. One man alone wouldn't stand much chance going in there. But a man with a pack of antlions, well, that's a different story.
Well, I'm also me, and I think I've killed probably literal thousands at this point. I still haven't bothered to go do a count of it.
Freeman honors us by his presence.
Yeah, sure.
Freeman.
Alright, so we're going to go on down here, and we're going to do a couple of things. So first off, we're going to step onto here.
Now be instructed in the use of theropods.
Yep, sure thing, buddy.
Now and learn to shepherd antlions with the so-called bug bait. The Freeman will now break out his theropod and toss one into yonder pit. The Freeman has done well. The Freeman again excels in all tasks.
So I don't really know how it's implied, but it seems like the Vortigaunts have some innate idea of what exactly is the deal with the Antlines.
Apply pressure to your theropod to signal the antlions in your command to follow you. The Freeman shows his excellence in all things.
Man, I have a feeling you're just taking the piss at this point.
Must bid the Freeman farewell. Nova Prospect lies just beyond. Remember well what you have learned here. The Eli Vance has built his confidence in you.
So that actually, how they always refer to us as like the Freeman, the Eli Vance, the etc., kind of makes you wonder what if there's like a weird cross-cultural linguistic thing, which is a kind of neat touch in my opinion. Kind of the same thing where you have like some languages that are gendered versus not. If maybe their language always infers like the of whatever. I don't think that Valve put that much effort into actually creating a language for the Vortigaunts, but they do some really good writing with them. Alright, let's continue heading on. Oh, yep, so now the good news is these things will just straight up not attack us anymore for the rest of the game. Because I don't think we ever lose this. Yeah, I don't think we lose this at all. Which means now these thumpers are a problem because they're going to stop our friends from following us. The good news is, we can now turn them off, and we now want to turn them off. Yeah, I think they're called a repeller, but they're the exact same thing. They're just thumpers. I think maybe one character refers to them as such in the future, or maybe already has, and I'm just forgetting because it's been several days since I played this game. Yeah, and you can hear the alert system is kind of going like, hey, idiot. Oh, hello. So, let's go ahead and let's let the antlions do their thing. The one problem with them is that their pathing isn't particularly stellar. Alright, I'm just gonna... Yeah, you can see how much damage they do, although those ones I'm pretty sure just teleported over here. Yeah, they're very, very helpful when they actually work properly. I'm gonna go ahead and just let them clear out the interior of that just in case there's anything inside. But I don't think there is, because I don't hear death noises. Alright, and I want to throw you over here. Alright, is this the one? No, I don't think that there is. Damn, I know there's eventually a sequence that we can go to that will... that I think we end up using a turret of some kind that we can actually, like, clear out a whole bunch of these guys. And I think it's this particular one. Yeah, and the antlions are virtually infinite. Wow. Fuck you guys. Alright, yeah, so I think this is actually the sequence I was just talking about. Yep, so I can go ahead, I can hop on here and help my little antlion buddies. Oops, sorry, I think I might have just killed you. What the hell? I hear a shotgun. Where is it? I should probably make sure I actually have some kind of a weapon out, though, just to be safe. Because I know there is a possibility that they can escape. The Antlion's AI isn't particularly stellar. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's do this. And let us continue moving on. Yeah, this is a still really kind of fun sequence for the game to do. Yeah, I know there is this, let's see, is it... Yeah, I think eventually we have to make our way up and take out that turret or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this to stay in shelter. Kind of getting vibes of like old World War II shooters where, you know, obviously they all have like D-Day type sections. Let's just stay out of reach of those big machine guns for a minute. There we go. Hello! Fuckers. Yeah, and let's go ahead and, let's clear the bunker. Perfect. Alright, and fuck you guys in particular. Anybody else want to die? No. Nice. Come on, move. Move, guys. Let's go. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I remember thinking it was just a very interesting mechanic the first time I ever saw it. Hello. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and fight these things. I don't really know if these are even that viable, because, like, it seems like an enemy that's made of spinning saw blades isn't something you'd want to slap to death, but... I don't know, I could be wrong. I mean, they seem pretty effective against Combine, so... Oop, come on. I do also think that the game does have them kind of smartly prioritize out things that are... I think it's the last throne bug bait, I think becomes their top priority. Which, in my opinion, is probably the best way to do it. And I'm thinking about a comment I made earlier about the Antlions and the Vortigaunts. I think it's actually implied that Antlions came from Zen, which does make it a little bit of a shame, in my opinion, that you can't, that you never really encounter them, especially in Black Mesa. Oh, wow, okay. Guys, need you right over that way, please. Alright, can I do anything here? Yeah, I don't think I can, like, shoot into that, can I? Yeah, no, this turret's basically useless. Alright. Hello. Did you just kill all of my antlion friends? Oh, I keep getting an achievement called Bug Hunt, where, I think is an achievement for... Yeah, I think it's an achievement for killing so many enemies with antlions. Yeah, because it keeps on giving me every 10 kills. So I was just at 20. Alright, anybody else want to die? I think you, maybe. I seem to recall there being a gaggle of assholes that come out here, but I could be incorrect. Okay. Well, whatever it is, let's go ahead and I'll let the bugs lead the way. Yep, there we go. I just saw them spawn in. I just needed to get a little further ahead. Anything over there? Just keep that area suppressed. I do kind of wish that this game had more accuracy to its weapons. And maybe that's just my innate, obvious love of firearms or something that makes this a little bit more tiring. But it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion, to have these guns that just, like, spray wildly. And especially at ranges like this, I'm not asking for pinpoint accuracy for everything out of something like a Counter-Strike or whatever. But, I don't know. Something like that. These are all very minor complaints, obviously. Far from important. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to throw you all the way up there. And... Oh, did you just drop off another group of assholes? Yeah, and you can kind of see the same thing there. There's like semi-organic elements to this, which I think I think in the original like beta version of this game or something, there was a lot more of that. Enemies looked a lot more organic or like formerly living tissue, as opposed to the current iteration of the game, which ended up being a little more technological. I think you can actually... I think there's actually footage of it, of the old beta version. Yeah, and I think in that god-awful game, Hunt Down the Freeman, they actually... Oh, hello. Yeah, I think in Hunt Down the Freeman, they end up actually using some similar stuff to it. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and ignore you. I'm also going to see if I can throw a bug bait up here. I don't know if that'll attract any of them, but I really just don't... Oh, what? Oh, you fuckers. Who said you're allowed to use the high ground? Come on. There we go. I thought I was getting shot by a third guy. Alright, and... Sit. Oh, here we go. Duh. Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, from that angle, I thought it was barnacle tongue, but I was kind of confused. Alright. Well, let's continue moving up. And we're almost out to Nova Prospect, where we are going to start our objective of rescuing Eli Vance. So yeah, I think this is... I'm trying to remember what exactly it was, because they've obviously hinted at it. It's, you know... Wow. Way to go, genius. Oh, really? I might be too far away for it to... there we go. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could see the body there. He's just outside of render distance. Well, that was actually a pretty fun little section. I'm very happy with that one. Alright, come on, load up, game. And now I believe we're basically in the underbelly of Nova Prospect proper, which means there's going to be a lot of assholes in here that we need to kill, although I think I might still need to make my way over a little bit more of the surface, like the courtyards and such. That's either now or else it's part of the eventual escape sequence, because this is a prison and it wouldn't be a prison fight without having to escape from it. Yeah, no, okay, it's this. So, more good news too. There are some sand pits and such in here that will actually draw in. Actually, I'm trying to remember if they draw them in, yeah, through here, or if it's that they eventually jump. Yeah, I think they actually jump over the top as well. You can see them coming out that way. The good news is that these Combine actually die pretty quickly. So once these towers are taken out, it actually becomes a lot easier to keep moving up, because obviously, you know, 3 interlocking fields of machine gun fire are much more difficult to stop than a single one. Yeah, because they can't cover all angles. Alright, and can I get a toss all the way over there? I don't think so. Well, maybe. Okay, yep, he's dead. Yeah, now there's Combine all over the place. I'm just going to let the bugs do the most of the work, because if not, this fight gets really, really tedious. Because there's just assholes everywhere. And now there is a gunship in play, which is going to really, really suck. Alright, yep, here we go. Sadly, I only have 3 RPG shells, and I think it takes at least 5 to kill it. So eventually I'm going to have to go get my hands on an ammo crate of some kind. Those are 2 pretty good shots. I'm happy with those. Come on, die, die, die. There we go. Oh, bug hunt. 40 out of 50. Wonderful. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize exactly how much my health was down. Oh, good. And there is my... Yep, there is a crate with all of the ammo that I could possibly want. So I'm just going to use this and shoot the shit out of everything in front of me until I have cleared this. And there we are. Oh, boy. Please don't die to this thing. Please don't... Oh, fuck. That was a hell of a shot by that guy, Jesus. Perfect. Oh, wait, what? There's 2 of them? I don't remember there being 2 of them here. That makes this infinitely harder. Oh, shit. Okay. Can I get in here and please God tell me that there's some kind of health inside? What? Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God. Ooh, come on, heal, heal, heal. Perfect. Oh, really? Alright, there's one down. That makes this... Okay. Yep, I think we have this. I just need to make sure that I don't run out of ammo. And I need to have that thing continue to prioritize out the antlions over me. Because I think that's only 2 shots on that one so far, and I think they're still taking about 5. Alright, come on. And last hits. Take you down. Perfect. Oh, I just got an achievement called One Man Army. I think it's for destroying 6. It looks like it was for taking out 6 of those all by myself. Oh yeah, that was actually a pretty fun fight. There was an element of risk there. And it definitely encouraged you to use the antlions. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with how that one went. All we're doing is turning these valves to cut off gas supplies that are feeding the fires, by the way, if you're wondering what the hell I was doing. And now I think we're going to... We might be losing our antlion friends for a minute here. Yeah, the back exit was just completely cut off. And I think we're hitting another loading, which means hopefully we're actually in Nova Prospekt proper. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and take this opportunity to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we are going to be making our way through the rest of Nova Prospekt, and we're going to be trying to rescue Eli Vance from whatever torture chamber they have him in. So I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you next time.